Hey everyone, my name is Sean, and I like video games sometimes. And this week I wanted to talk about the games that I played in 2024. That said, the only game that I played from start to finish was Knack, so yeah, it's been that kind of year. And I think it has been a really good year for games. I've played some good games, but I don't know, I just kind of felt like I had an off year. So instead of making like a Shawnee Awards for 2024, I decided to just do games that I liked that I played this year. So look out for the Shawnee Awards for 2025, but for this year, let's swing back through 2024 and look at some of the games that I really enjoyed this year.
We would admire these statues with fear, awe. My Baba would tell me the tales, great tales, wondrous tales of the great spirits of this land. And every time we passed through these crossroads, I would look at them and wonder if I would ever be so lucky to be graced with their presence.
Now you look at them and are reminded of the reality and challenge that befalls you. This daunting task of facing the great spirits.
No. I am reminded of my Baba.
Number one to kick us off is Tales of Kenzara Zhao. It's a sort of a Metroidvania game telling the story of Zhao dealing with the death of his father. Gameplay revolves around like two masks. One is the fire mask, or the sun mask, sorry, is more, it feels more combat-y. Well, the moon mask kind of feels like, also can be used in combat and is fun in combat, like kind of like an assault rifle thing, or you're firing ice and stuff. But it feels kind of also for traversal, like being able to freeze water, to use it as the jump from side to side thing, or freeze a fast running water to be able to walk up it. It's great. Like, it is fun. Like, it is fun. I can't remember the last time I really enjoyed a Metroidvania. Maybe if you want to consider Hollow Knight, maybe. I don't know. I just love finding secrets. Combat is fun, and the story is engaging. I do plan to play it this year. I do plan to finish it, but just the year that I had didn't. There's a lot of other things that was taking my attention. But yeah, I think what I love most about Tales of Kenzara is it feels like a team had a vision for something. It wasn't worried about monetization. It wasn't worried about making you want to kind of, I don't want to say games, I don't want to say that they're, that's like kind of that slot machine kind of feeling of like just pulling you in because of the chemicals in your brain. This just felt like this felt like a team story. This felt like a team story too. They wanted to create something and they created it, like true art, right? And that's what it feels, handcrafted. You can feel the passion through the screen, and yeah, I highly recommend it. I can't wait to go back to it. Number two is Balatro. Balatro, I'm kind of glad I got it on Switch rather than phone, because I think I've been less productive if it was on my phone, which I didn't think would be possible, but I'm pretty sure that would have happened. I guess what I like about Balatro is that kind of that D&D randomness thing, of like, you just have to deal with what you get. If you roll low in D&D, tough. It's kind of the same thing with Balatro. You just have to deal with what you get. You start out, but also it's really fun to watch your multiplayer go up, because you find a really cool Joker. If you have we'll just say, like, if you have low number cards and you still have a massive windfall, like get I think the most I've ever got from a hand is like 10 grand, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, it's I feel I'm getting better at it. It's nice to play. It's nice that it's single player as well, with Marvel Snap. I've been on a losing streak in that, because every time someone comes in, they snap, and I feel the need to snap back. So it's not we're going off point. Yeah, Balatro, 100% worth it. Give it a shot. I think it's like a €10 on phone, a little more on Switch. It's pretty good. It doesn't matter what you play it on. Number 3 is Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Yeah, I really liked it. What I played of it. What I think I liked the most about it is that openness of... It feels like it has that openness of the Breath of the Wild, but also has that kind of that, you know, condensed feel to it. It kind of... I don't want to say it feels like Dishonored, but it kind of feels like it feels open enough, but not too open. It's not like this big mad open world. And I love the power-up. Like, I love being able to, I don't want to say, like, collect echoes, kind of like Pokemon. I love, like, having these knights doing your bidding. It's pretty cool. I love it. The only thing I will say is I hate the Link power-up. It's just weird. It's just a weird thing that you still need Link to swing a sword. It's just weird to me. I just don't... Zelda can swing a sword. You know, it's not that hard to hold the sword out in front of you and swing around in a circle. It's just a small thing, but you know, it's well worth it. It's fun to throw rocks at things. Number 4 is Little Kitty Big City. Kind of, I'm not sure if I like it more than Stray or not, but what I do love about it is the openness of it, right? Like, what works for Stray so well is that it's this very linear, with a little bit of openness to it, but with Little Kitty Big City, it's a lot more open. It's a lot more about exploration and testing the AI and seeing what they will do, and it's a fun time, you know. It's colorful, and I love the setting of like sort of like a small town in Japan. Really, really something that I haven't completely finished, but you know, I just love running around as a cat and being a nuisance. it's yeah, it was definitely worth it.
A long time ago, on a very peculiar day, my mirror lured someone out of his bed and opened a doorway to my workshop. I do not know if the mirror was being mischievous or malicious. Perhaps it knew that the curious intruder had a role to play in my project.
Number 5, we have Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I played this on Wii when it came out. I loved it, but I mean, I wasn't sure if that was rose tinted glasses because, you know, back then the Wii didn't have much going for it in line of games. Like after like what, Mario Galaxy, there wasn't really any reason to buy one, which is, you know, its whole thing. But playing on console now, playing on PS5 has been great. You know, having a controller, like actually having a good honest controller like the PS5 DualSense, it's nice to play it on that. It's nice to, it kind of makes me sad too because it comes from a time when Disney were interested in video games a small bit. You know, no, they're just interested in video games that have microtransactions and is on your phone, which, you know, fair enough, they got burned. But I know, like, there's so many cool franchises that could work so well in games now. like Basil the Grey Mouse Detective, or Treasure Planet, or even Hercules if you wanted to. And they just don't care anymore. You know, maybe someday they will, but right now, I mean, they've done one of the best racing games of all time, Split Second. But yeah, it's for me, it's worth it. I love the game. Then there's probably still a bit of rose tinted glasses. I've heard people give out about it. I didn't. I don't care. I liked it. It's coming up now. We have like game of the year for me probably. It's Astrobot. It's actually, I tell a lie, Knack wasn't the only game that I 100%ed. Well, to be fair, Knack was the only game I 100%, or not 100%ed, but finished in 2024, because Astrobot I platinumed in 2025. And yeah, it's kind of like Epic Mickey in a way. It makes me sad that like Sony has kind of moved away from single player games. I mean, when you look at the PS4, like you have Days Gone, Last Guardian, Spider-Man, God of War, Horizon. To this year, my only memory of Sony this year has been Concord, and it's just sad, like just seeing all these franchises that are just left in the background now. But Astrobot is still an amazing game. What I love about Astrobot is how it works with simplicity, right? Like, you're given these power-ups in some missions, but for the most part, like, your jump and your punch and your spin attack are what are going to get you through most things. And it's fun. Like, it's up then to the level design to test you. So, I don't want to say the phrase easy to learn, hard to master, but it kind of gives you it gives you the tools straight away, and you have to learn how to deal with the environment. Probably, it does it better than most games for me. And, yeah. It was definitely worth the platinum. There was a lot of fun stuff to see. But yeah, there were kind of the games that I played most this year. Other games that I wanted to play. Cat Quest 3, didn't get around to it. It's fantastic. I love the Cat Quest series. Farewell North, I'm playing right now. Look for a video on that, maybe the 25th. And thank goodness you're here. And Indiana Jones were two games that looked right up my alley, but I just didn't get around to. So yeah, this is the first video of the year. A little bit rusty, as you can probably tell, but yeah. If you want to help me out, you can like and subscribe, and tell me what game you liked this year or last year, or however that works. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and we'll chat to you later. See ya.
Oh, you again? When am I going to see the back of you, you wee melon?